welcome.
I mean, it's a welcome back.
Okay, welcome back.
It's just been like 12 years since the last.
Okay, yeah. What's up with this Brock and Doc show? We coming at y'all with just some conversation on whatever.
Yeah.
But today, what are we talking about today, Brock?
All right. Because Alabama just won this national championship.
Okay.
We decided to go college football, but a different route.
Different route. Okay, what route we going?
NCAA 14.
Oh man.
Some people say it's the greatest game ever made. I disagree with that. But the thing about it is, it was the last one made, and that is the thing that's killing it.
It is actually my favorite game of all time. Not necessarily NCAA 14, but NCAA as a whole.
Yeah, I like the recruiting. Don't get me wrong, the Madden's nice, and you know me, I'm a 2K fan, but NCAA, that was the game, and they stopped it.
Okay, before we get into NCAA, I actually went online to see how much 14 costs because my son broke my 14. How much do you think that game costs online right now?
But it's just still full price.
No, it's more than full price because it's labeled a classic. It's like $78, and that's if you can find one. Because depending on when you go looking for it, like they may or may not have some available.
Well, I can't find the Xbox at the moment. Xbox 360.
Well,
and it won't play on the Xbox One, so.
Right. And a confession, I still play the game today. Actually, right before we record this episode, I was actually playing the game.
No, I'm trying to get an Xbox 360 so I can play the game.
Yeah. I've been playing NCAA, I think since the first 98. Was that the first one?
I want to say yeah, but it may have. No, you know what? They came out before 98, but 98 was the first one you could recruit.
Okay, 98 was the first one I started playing. What system would we have been playing it on?
That's
like
on PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2?
No.
No, that was 1.
That was PlayStation 1.
Yeah, the PlayStation 1, yeah. And, bro, because you had the old school spin move with the dude spinning in one spot. But back then, if your player had a 99 speed, like, it was no stopping them.
Right, just run a sweep.
Run a sweep or just throw it deep. But, yeah, it was the first time you could recruit. And me and my friend, like, man, we would play that joker, like, oh, man. We had some epic games on NCAA 98.
Man, I'm telling you, though, I had some squads on 14 that you won't believe. Like, one year, I recruited the number 1 and number 2 running backs, right?
Yes.
And so, both of these fools come on the team over at like an 88 rating, right? One of them was a power back and one of them was a speed back. So I'm just running this thing. I'm just kidding. I threw the ball just because I felt like throwing the ball.
Bruh. You can get some teams so epic on that game where it makes it not fun. Not because you're winning, because you don't know who to like give the ball to or whatever. It's more fun starting off on the ground level when you got like certain players that like, I need this dude to win or whatever. But when you got a squad, like, you don't know who.
When everything you recruited was a 5-star and the 4 stars rise just as quick as the 5 stars.
Man, bruh.
I'm talking about, man, you recruiting dudes, they coming in 80 plus. And I played the game with Memphis. I started out with Memphis, right? In 2014, we was sorry. So, yeah, they ain't made the NCAA since we've been cold. We had the D'Angelo years. We had them good years, but.
The rest of the team you wouldn't want to play with him on the game because you would just have to run the ball all day with him. Yeah, but stay in Conference USA.
But now, like, just get a couple linemen and we a powerhouse,
bruh. I've had some epic, just some epic teams on there. I miss the days. I miss when you could create a college on NCAA. I would go and I would create Melrose High School as a college. And do the uniforms and everything, man, and bring them up.
But now, check this out. Even though we've played NCAA, got countless hours and hours and hours on that.
Countless.
There is a Madden that can compete with this greatest game title.
Oh, okay.
You remember we used to play Madden? 2012.
Madden?
No. 2012.
2012. Oh, when we used to
not back in 05 when we used to do the tournaments. When I used to get peppers and mess everybody up.
Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about when we sit here and what would we do? A serpentine draft?
Yeah.
And then recruit. then
draft,
run seasons.
Yeah, then we drafting players. I'm talking about, man, we getting dudes in this draft. we played the game so much we knew the dudes by name, so we just knew who to draft.
Right. Then we found some of the what do you call them? The cheats. The where so on this what Madden was this?
Madden 2012.
2012. So on this Madden during the before the draft when you like scouting players and stuff, what you could do is you can go to that skill and you press sort. This is when all the question marks is up, so you don't know what the player is. You press sort, and then whatever his skill is, even though you don't know what it is, it would shoot up to the top. So like me and you, we were finding dudes that was cold in like the 6th, 7th round.
I'm getting D-lineman. I'm getting D-lineman in this 6th round picks, but these folks cold as a mug. And I had that one running back that was just, if he hit the corner, he was gone.
Bruh, this dude had a running back who's overall never got above like 75. I don't know what it just never got like above 75. But I could not stop him.
His speed and his elusiveness was 99. So if he got in the open field, he was gone.
Man would just throw pitches. And like it wasn't nothing I could do about the pitches. Like I don't care if I set up out there and I waited on him. He would just beat me to the line. I mean beat me to the outside and then dude gone. Touchdown. Like I hated him.
Right.
My running back that you had.
Oh, I hated that dude so bad, man.
I had a running back that regardless of, he broke the first 2 tackles, period.
Dude got 6 yards no matter what happened. I'm hitting him in the backfield. Yeah. As soon as the ball get handed off, he breaks the tackle, breaks the second tackle, and falls 4 yards forward.
He just fell forward like 6 yards every time.
I'm hitting him in the backfield. It ain't even like... He didn't even get to the line of scrimmage. He's being hit in the backfield and still falling 6 yards forward.
Speaking of getting hit in the backfield, you ran into a real live Jadeveon Clowney as far as when Jadeveon Clowney was in college. He had a defensive lineman by the name of Rentz. I won't forget dude's name, but it was no stopping this end. This end was so fast and elusive. Like he consistently would make tackles in the backfield with Rentz.
Oh, one time I took the pitch when you tried to pitch the ball.
I pitched the ball. Rentz caught the pitch and took it in. Yeah. Like I hated that dude, man.
You could not throw the ball deep. I didn't need corners when I had him.
Man, I couldn't throw number slants.
I didn't need no corners. Now remember the real slow running back I had? No, that slow receiver I had.
Man had a slow
but
receiver.
He never dropped a pass.
His name was Christmas. Think about the irony behind it. His speed was like an 83, 85.
It might not have been that fast.
Yeah. But his name was Christmas. And he went number like 6'2". But all you had to do was like throw the ball up to dude. And dude just caught it regardless. He was
going to catch the ball every time.
I don't care how many people were on him. Because I knew the ball was going to him after a while. And I double team him and I run over there. And you couldn't knock it down. He just snatching the ball out the air. Like, man, there was some epic games, bro.
Yeah. Oh, 2K.
Okay. Ah, no, I don't want to talk about 2K, bro.
2K10.
I don't want to talk, especially, I don't want to talk about 2K10.
Why don't you want to talk about 2K10, dog?
Bruh, first of all, he's the only person in the world that knows that what's his name? Josh
Smith.
Yeah, he's the only person in the world that knows that Josh Smith is the greatest defensive just basketball athlete, period. So what he would do with Josh Smith, I don't know, Josh Smith just can steal the ball. So he would steal the ball and then just run down the court. No, he probably passed it back to Derrick Rose. This when Derrick Rose was at his prime. And then just throw alley-oops the whole game. And one game, what did Derrick Rose have? Like 22 points, 10 assists one game?
Nah, he was like 20 points, 20 assists. I was just burking you that game.
Man, and there wasn't nothing you can do about that. So one season, because we used to do serpentine draft on this. What was that team you had? Everybody was 6'8".
Oh,
it was speed.
This is the team I love. Okay, Brandon Ruhr was at point guard. T-Mac was at the 2. Rudy Gay was at the 3. Josh Smith was at the 4. And I think I might have had Tyson Chandler at the 5.
Bruh, I hated that team. But one player that I had that you didn't like was
World Be Free.
Not World Be Free. We ain't gonna get to World Be Free yet.
He didn't miss nothing in the paint.
Yeah,
I'm just like, why does he never miss in the paint?
Right. You could take, how tall was he? About 6 feet.
Yeah, man, he can't hit no jumper.
And he can't hit no jumpers. But if I got World Be Free, my point guard down in the paint, and threw the ball up, it was going in.
Oh my God,
regardless.
dog.
Like regardless. But no, the shooting guard, he's still in the league now. Crazy dude. Cause I used to get hot with him. J.R. Smith.
Oh. Man,
I love me some J.R.
No, the thing about it was they just overdid J.R.
Yeah, because if
man.
you get hot with him, it's over with. J.R. gonna go.
I mean, that's kind of realistic though, because if J.R. having a good game, he'll do you.
I'll get you with J.R. Smith. I hate it when you finally, I don't know which 2K it was, but they finally let Kareem.
Oh yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was on the game. Skyhook
everywhere.
Skyhook.
It didn't matter. Like that was too crunk.
Oh no, I used to make you Rudy Gay now. Don't forget about that.
Yeah,
Rudy Gay played for the Grizzlies, man. I was.
Yeah, you knew his jumper. That's one thing I liked about the 2K then. The way they got it now, I mean, it's cool.
Well, they change it. It's like they change certain guys' stuff every season. Like, I'm sorry, Klay Thompson jump should never change because Klay has the most textbook jumper. Real life, he has the most textbook jumper there is. So why would you even change that? But
it's just it seemed like it's a slight lag in it, or maybe I'm just not used to it.
Nah, I think they spent too much time on the My Player. Cause, man, to me, the last great 2K was 2K12. Now, don't get me wrong, it was some other good ones since then, but I think they spent too much time on the My Player. Like this last, well, I ain't even touched 21. 2K20, I wasn't feeling it, man. The graphics cool, but I just gameplay done came down big time.
One game I do miss, and I'm staying on sports, but live. What was the last great NBA live?
Man, 2K killed live. Like after 2K7 came out, 2K was better before 2K7.
Yeah,
but 2K7 was the death nail in live.
Yeah, when they started sweating on the game,
cause that joint was on 360. I remember I was working at Circuit City, and people walking in, they said, "Oh, who playing? Oh, wait, that's the game."
right. I remember that.
That was the death nail in the live.
The shorts were moving. They would sweat. The face. They had a lot of the faces down pat.
I think the last good live was probably 04.
My favorite one was 98, and maybe that was just a good time for me. But I used to play with the Lakers, Kobe,
Eddie Jones, Shaq,
Van Exel, Blunt, all of that.
But
now Shaq wasn't on that team.
Shaq was on that team.
98.
Yeah.
I think this was the one before because
Kobe first year Kobe first year in the league. Shaq was there.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking, since we in that era, we have to talk about the greatest football game to almost never was.
Oh, 2K.
NFL, yeah.
No, 2K is the best. Dog, Madden didn't catch that till like 2015 graphically. And even the gameplay, Madden didn't catch that to 2015.
I don't even think a lot of people even got a chance to play it.
If 2K would have, EA Sports signed a deal with the NFL.
Yeah.
But if 2K would have kept making pro football, Madden would have ended up like live.
Yep. Or Quarterback Club or Game Day.
Ooh, Quarterback Club. Quarterback Club. Hey, I love Quarterback Club. I ain't even play the game. I just did the little quarterback stuff.
Bruh.
Randall Cunningham.
Man. Yeah, he was on there. Yeah, Quarterback Club was fun, man. That was on X.
I played that on Sega.
I played on GameCube.
So, because by the time I got a PlayStation, Game Day here came out. Game Day and Madden was about tit for tat.
That was tit for tat at first, depending on what you like.
Madden got better than Game Day, but then that doggone 2K came out, and it was like, dog.
Randy Moss was just catching everything on there. You get the Vikings, and it was so hard to beat somebody on there.
That's real life, though, man. Randy Moss just catching.
Randy Moss was jumping over dudes and catching it from over their helmet and bringing it back.
Man, I put it like this, because I listen to T.O. podcast a lot, man. T.O. named his greatest wide receivers. He said Jerry Rice, himself, and Ian Moss. And I fully agree with that in that order. Now, I know some people might put Moss ahead of T.O. They just kind of come down to what you like. Mm-hmm. But, shoot. Nah, that game was accurate. Like, that game, I'm talking about the gameplay, the movement of the players.
Yeah.
That game was so far past Madden.
It was so ahead of its time. It was a decade ahead of its time.
Right. I would have stopped playing Madden had they made more of that. Because Who had it? Man, I think one of my cousins had it on which Sega was that at that point?
Dreamcast.
Man, I played that junk. I said, man, it's way better than Madden. And he kept telling me, like, man, it's better than Madden. You play it. I'm like, all right. I played it. I'm like, oh, crap.
Right.
And Madden never caught it.
Yep. No, it did. It didn't. It is. I guess it's just now getting there now. And to me, Madden now it's almost getting like 2K. I mean, not how kind of like 2K is. I guess it's the demographic that they trying to.
There's no run game on it anymore. It's like they went out their way to make sure you can't run. I hadn't played the last one.
Yeah.
But it's like they went out their way to make sure you can't run the ball.
It's so much stuff on there. Have you seen the preview? Like you can change the feel and play with all this special uniforms and different types of leagues and stuff.
Look, video games, especially sports games, because I play sports games. Right. Just make sure your gameplay is strong. I don't care about the my player and the player life and all that. I know a lot of people do. So I ain't saying ignore that. I'm just saying make sure your regular gameplay is strong. The
storyline got too in depth.
Right.
Like so
I don't need Spike Lee to direct the storyline for a video game.
Right. Like it was cool the first time you got on my player on 2K and you were able to like go in and negotiate your contract or ask for a trade or whatever. Like that was cool.
But don't send me to the freaking D League and I got to play X amount of D League games before I can.
Right. Or like you just don't want to go that in depth. Like I get some people might, but I'm saying the regular gameplay, the regular season, and the regular man-to-man one-on-one gameplay online or in person because nobody plays in person anymore. That should be your main focus, and then other stuff should be extra.
Because like, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people love the my player, but the people that love the my player are more the gamers versus like somebody like me that just want to play a sports game.
You're faithful. And this is what we're gonna get to. You're faithful. See, this is where I think they messed up, but I guess it equaled out in their pockets the same. Like guys like me and you were the faithful sports game players. Right. Like every year we gonna buy the Madden. Every year we gonna buy the NCAA. Every year we gonna buy the 2K. That's automatic. Right. Like my grandmother didn't even ask what I wanted for Christmas after 14. Because it's the same thing every year. Right. Like you know what to get. Just
get the game.
Right. And I'm good. Right. So when they wanted to get the gamers, the Halos, the Call of Duty players, and all of them involved.
That's when my players
storyline. So you did kind of get some of them coming in, but you got somebody like me, like I don't even care no more. Like I'm fine with playing NCAA 14, right? Because of the game. Great.
You didn't up the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? It's like you up the story for the non-sports fan, which is, I mean, you got to make your money. So I ain't mad at you. Just. But I wish they would, as they up the story, pay more attention to the gameplay. So someone like me, can just play the game. I'm gonna go online. Play a few people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I probably ain't gonna do the season. I'm just gonna go online and play folks, have folks come to the crib. Right. And then we might play the game like that, but
nobody really does that no more. And bro, cause like now that you got the people on there, they play the game all day and they spending all this money on the game. So you go online and you play a dude that's been creating himself and he done spent $5,000 already this year on building his player.
I'm tripping. I remember 1 year I did I had to my player to the blacktop just to see what it's about. Yeah. These dudes already 99. So I'm like, wait a minute.
The game came out yesterday.
Right, the game just came out. I got the early release. How these folks 99s? But they done spent I don't know how much money to build all this stuff. I'm like, man, dog, I ain't even. I'm old, man. I ain't even do all that, but I just play the game.
Bro,
dog.
We ain't got the time. And speaking of that, I hope this don't take us over. But had we known that gaming would have paid off the way that it is today, man, I would not have stopped gaming.
I know, right? I quit playing the game to focus on, hey, let me get my career and all this stuff and
School, work, college, stuff like that.
If I would have known these folks would have been making this type of money playing the game, man, I'd have just stayed playing on the game. I'm tripping.
At the age of
adults, you led me astray.
Right, they got it wrong. They got this one wrong because at the age of 15, 16, I don't think there were too many kids in the world. Now I'm not saying that any, but I'm finna make a point. It wasn't too many 15, 16-year-olds that was beating me at Madden. I wasn't playing dudes my age. It wasn't no point because they weren't on Madden how I was on. I was playing Madden 10, 15 hours a day. Especially Saturdays, wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. I would run a whole season plus the Super Bowl by 9 o'clock and play the whole game. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I was on it. So what I'm saying, had I known that it was gonna keep bringing benefits, think about when I'm turning 18, 19, 20. I can afford to I'm getting the game off the top. I got my system, and I'm just playing all day. I would have been able to get in on some of that early money.
I know my record on 2K10 was ridiculous online.
Bruh.
I'm talking about. I was at least 75% win percentage.
Bruh.
So had I known money would end up being involved, I would have tried to have gotten better and get that win percentage up in the 90s. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right. At least, you got to think about it. You would have learned all the different plays, all the different playbooks. You know what I'm saying? You would have been focused on finding the glitches in the game. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, speaking of that, got to talk about one of our cousins.
Oh, Nick.
No. Oh. Vail. You know, he's like ranked in
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
For real.
No, seriously, very high. He's one of the top 5 or something like that. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Nah, Vail need to go get on it, cause
you tripping, you can make some money, dude. But look, anyway, that's our time.
Yeah.
Brock and Doc, we're gonna be back with another one. Hey, this is the podcast where we just talk about whatever.
Yeah, just random stuff. Matter of fact, if you listen to this and you contact us some kind of way, don't leave a message.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe definitely. But holler at us, ask questions, leave us something that maybe you want to hear two random dudes talk about.
Right. Cause like I said, we'll talk about anything, man. We'll talk about what we watched on TV last night.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, we got to get on this show.
Talking about WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision. I heard some mixed reviews on it.
All right, so check this out. They put out 2 episodes each week of WandaVision.
We're gonna wait for the whole season.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait for all of it to come out. And then we'll go episode by episode, WandaVision.
Okay. All right, man. Holla at y'all. We'll get at y'all another time.
All right, Brock and Doc, we out.